For the ones that don't know who I am, I'm Louis Foligno, aka Louis the Lions. Facebook kicked me off. It's acting all kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. But I'm a first time book author, writer, and motivational speaker. Please check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify Music. If you guys go to Spotify, type in my name, Louis the Lions, you'll get all my podcast shows that I've done. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I do have a first book out called The Lion's Den of Wisdom. I'm working on my second inspirational book, guys. Trying to get it out there. As many of you guys know, that I'm kind of going through some health problems, and it's kind of taking a toll on me. I'm reading each and every one of your guys' comments, all of your comments, and I want to say I'm so blessed to have each and every one of you guys as my friends, my followers, my fans, because I couldn't do this without you guys. And, I really appreciate all the love and all the support and the care that I'm getting from you guys. I really appreciate it. A lot of people are telling me go to the hospital, and I don't want to go to the hospital just yet because, I can't vape and I can't do my THC vape in a hospital, you know what I mean? So that's the real reason why I'm trying to fight going to the hospital, because like in my last video before I got kicked off, it takes my freedom away. As where I'm here at the house, I'm comfortable, I'm in my own bed, I'm relaxed, I don't have to worry about catching other diseases that is, going on throughout the hospital, because, diseases and all sorts of illnesses are going through those air vents, through the hospital, and I was looking at some potential treatment plans in case I do have colon cancer. I was thinking about asking my doctor if it was possible that I could do home care treatments instead of going to the hospital and have to, worry about getting even sicker or catching something else, or, being uncomfortable, especially not having no one around. I don't want to do that. My thing is, if I'm sick, which I got a pretty good feeling that I am, my doctor's got a pretty good feeling that I am. This has been going on for about a couple years now. Long story short, I used to be out in the West Virginia area. I was dating a girl back there for probably about 30 years. I was, back there, living there, in Ohio and West Virginia area. So I lived there probably about 30 years total. But in the time that I was with that one girl out in West Virginia, it was like maybe 4 years, 5 years I was with her. So out of all that time, living in that state of Ohio and West Virginia for 30 years, I didn't go to the doctors. I didn't get myself checked out. And when it started happening the first time when I lived out there with that girl, I thought nothing of it. I thought it was hemorrhoids, and it'll go away. But it kept happening more and more and more, and because of the area that I was living out there with that girl, you basically needed transportation to get to a hospital. That's how far everything was. So, and her mom was sick as well, so she was also going through cancer. And I didn't want to bother her to have her drive me to doctor's appointments and all that. So I said, the hell with it. I never took care of myself, And I avoided going to the doctors. So now that I'm back here in the West Coast with family, it's gotten worse. And I went to the doctor's last Monday, and my doctor handed me. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Handed me this here and told me that, you know, I was going to be receiving a box in the mail. I guess this is where you poop in a box and they send your stool out to get it tested and whatnot. So I'm waiting for this box, and I asked her, because I had some pictures of my bathroom routine, and she said she could see the blood in it and the stool and all that, and I asked her if it could be potentially colon cancer. And that's when she didn't want to say anything. It's not that she couldn't say anything. She gave me that look like she didn't want to give me that kind of answer. So instead, she gave me that little pamphlet that I showed you guys, that little book, and told me about the process of, pooping in a box and getting the results from that. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on this box to get here in the mail, and once I get that going and get it sent out, I'll get the results back. And once I get the results back, depending on what it is, I will go to the hospital. But I don't want to go to the hospital right now because, like I said, it takes all my freedom out from me being able to, enjoy my tobacco vape. And of course, something that really does help me, especially right now, with my pain, is my THC pen, which I can't take in the hospital either. So I'm dreading that day of when I get the results. I'm going to think positive though, because it could be something that could be fixable, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. I'm just, it may look like it and it may sound like it from a lot of, talks or discussions. But really, I'm just tired, guys. I'm tired and I'm sick, And when you're sick, you feel ucky. You don't feel good. You don't feel like talking. You don't feel like doing much of anything, And especially when you have no energy or strength. Yeah, you really don't want to do anything. But I want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really want to say thank you. I'm reading all your comments and all your prayers and all your suggestions, and it really means a lot to me, guys. It means a lot to me that there's still good people in the world that care about other people. But I'm trying to hang on in there. I had a hamburger last night, and as many of you guys know, it just went through me. I was like, great. It's like I can hardly eat without things going through me. But I'm going to push, I'm going to push not to give up. I'm going to try to fight this thing, as much as I can. And if I have to go to the hospital, so be it, at least I'll have my phone and I'll be able to do some lives like I'm doing here. Maybe I'll be able to, catch a few of you guys on my live video, and I'll be able to talk to you guys while I'm in the hospital if it comes down to it, because I'm afraid to go to the hospital because of what I told you about, not having my freedom to do what I want. But also, I'm afraid of going to the hospital. Yeah, 40 years old, say what you want to say, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, and wives that actually care about their spouse, that actually really love their spouse, and actually would go to the hospital and stay there with them if something like this were to happen to them. But I don't, and I understand that my mom's got to go to work. There's bills that got to keep getting paid. Life doesn't stop. Time doesn't stop. It just keeps ticking away, and I understand that. But the whole idea of being up there in a hospital without my stuff and being up there in the hospital, bored, not to mention not having any friends there to keep me company or, a girlfriend there that would stay with me there, or even a family member. I understand that everybody's got their own life. But I'm going to try to fight this, guys. But take care of each other, love each other, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. I'm Lou the Lines, I'm out.